An end to a very emotional week, without a doubt one of the toughest in Oscar Pistorius' life. State Prosecutor Gerrie Nel continued his third day cross-examining the athlete, showing the world why he is known as the Bull Terrier. He started the questioning with the security measures at Pistorius' Silverwoods estate before moving on to allegations that he threatened to break former football star Mark Batchelor's legs.
I never said any threat or anything to Mr. Batchelor. I would not be so careless, my lady. He's revered as a person that has been in many assault charges. I would never attempt to threaten somebody. The only reason I approached the person who was on the phone was to defuse the situation.
Nel then shifted the focus back to the night of the shooting. There was a discussion about the positioning of the duvet and a pair of jeans belonging to Reeva Steenkamp, which Pistorius allegedly used to cover a light on his sound system. Nel then moved on to the noise Pistorius heard that changed it all.
I then heard the window sliding open, my lady.
Heard the window sliding open. You never heard the deceased get up?
I did not, my lady.
Never heard anything on the bed creak or anything on the bed?
I did not, my lady.
The prosecutor replied with a question that seemed to be on everyone's minds.
When you heard the noise, you never discussed the noise with her?
I did not discuss the noise with her, my lady.
You never said, Reeva, did you hear that?
I didn't say that, my lady.
I asked, did you say that?
I did not, my lady.
Why not? She's awake.
I was not confused about what I'd heard, my lady.
You shouldn't be confused, but did you not check with her? Reeva, did you hear that? I never said what I heard. She's awake.
Pistorius then went through the events of that night step by step, Nel attacking any possible gap in his testimony.
Of your whole version, Mr. Pistorius, this is the most improbable. Reeva at that stage is 3 meters away from you, and she never uttered a word. She would be scared, she would shout out and talk to you. You're in the same room.
Going back to the testimony of neighbors who heard a woman scream after the first shot, Nel questioned Pistorius' version that Reeva never made a sound.
After you fired the first shot, did she scream?
No, my lady.
Are you sure?
Yes, my
Would
lady.
you have heard her?
I don't think I would have heard
Exactly.
it. There was a gunshot that went off, my lady. My ears were ringing.
That's why I'm asking you the question. How can you exclude the fact that she was screaming if you couldn't hear?
Before asking for an early adjournment, Nel once again stated his version of events, that Pistorius knew it was Reeva behind the door.
In fact, you knew that Reeva was behind the door, and you shot at her. That is the only thing that makes sense. You shot at her knowing that she's behind the door.
It's not true, my lady.
As Pistorius left the courtroom, an emotional supporter waited anxiously amongst the media scrum to give him flowers and a prayer book, saying he needs to know he has her support. Nel will continue his cross-examination on Monday. Nicolaides, Eyewitness News, Oscar Pistorius trial.